celebrating achievements inspiring futures through PSIEA Awards 2023 and Sarawak Symphony Orchestra's 35th Anniversary Gala. 2 killed after cement mixer truck rammed into road divider in Sri Aman. You're now with me, Shalcha Mato, and this is TVS Nightline. Sarawak's Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg officiated the 4th edition of the Premier Sarawak Industry Excellence Awards 2023 during a gala dinner themed celebrating achievements inspiring futures at the Borneo Convention Centre BCCK early tonight. Now organised by the Sarawak Business Federation SBF in collaboration with the Malaysia Productivity Corporation MPC and the Sarawak State Government, this event aims to cultivate a culture of entrepreneurship, innovation and value creation. Utilizing the internationally recognized Business Excellence Framework as a benchmark criteria in the evaluation process, the categories are segmented into small, medium and large enterprises. Now for more updates, let's turn to our colleague Lorenzo Isaac, who is covering the event tonight. Go ahead, Lorenzo.
Thank you, studio. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lorenzo Isaac and I'm currently at the Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching, for the PSIEA 2023 Gala Night, and I will bring the latest update from this grand event. So from this event, we had the privilege of witnessing the Premier Sarawak Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg deliver a speech tonight, and it was quite remarkable. The Premier addressed a vital issue concerning rice supply for Sarawakians and the nation as a whole. He assured everyone that his government is fully committed to ensuring a stable and sufficient rice supply for Sarawak and the entire nation. He emphasized that the Sarawak State Government is actively working on strategies to enhance rice production, reduce import dependency, and create a more secure food ecosystem. The Premier also highlighted the importance of self-sufficiency in rice production, not just for Sarawak but also for the whole country, and given that the essential role rice plays in our daily lives. He stressed that they're investing in modern agricultural practices and infrastructure to boost local rice production, especially through generative artificial intelligence AI. The Premier believes that this will not only secure a steady supply but also contribute to the growth and prosperity of Sarawak's agricultural sector. Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg also mentioned that their cooperation with local farmers and initiatives to promote agricultural innovation and sustainability, and he sees this as a way to ensure a brighter, more prosperous future for Sarawakians and the entire nation. So far, that's all the updates that I have for today. I'm Lorenzo Isaac and videographer Awang Asmil, TVS Kuching.
Early tonight, in celebration of the 35th anniversary of the Sarawak State Symphony Orchestra, is taking place at the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly Hall. A gala night concert took place at the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly. The event was officiated by the Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture Sarawak, Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah. Now for further developments, let's join Burhanuddin Kamel on location.
Thank you, Cheryl. I am currently at the Dewan Undangan Negeri Dun, Sarawak, where a gala night concert was held in conjunction with the 35th anniversary of the Sarawak State Symphony Orchestra, or SONS, a while ago. The event was graced by the Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture Sarawak, Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, who officiated the ceremony earlier. Also present were the State Secretary of Sarawak, Datuk Amar Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki, and 2 Deputy Ministers of Tourism, Arts and Culture Sarawak, Datuk Snowdan Lawan and Datuk Sebastian Ting Chiu Yu. I would like to share that there were several performances, including special performance by former SONS conductors, classical performance, choir performance, tone performance, junior performance, and pop jazz performance. Alright, that's all I can share for now. Further updates will be provided from time to time. I'm Burhanuddin Kamel with cameraman Ahmad Nasrullah reporting for TVS Kuching. Back to Cheryl.
Thank you, Borhan, for those insights earlier. And now on to the next update. A tragic accident occurred when a cement mixer truck with 2 occupants crashed into a road divider on the Sri Aman flyover en route to Betong on Monday morning. Fire and Rescue Department of Bomba Sri Aman Chief Tony Moni confirmed the victims' identities as Darwin Dingin, aged 42, the driver of the cement mixer truck, and his assistant Balon Sungkong, aged 46.
Tony revealed that the department was notified about the incident by the Sri Aman District Police Headquarters at 9:14 a.m. and firefighters from the Sri Aman Fire Station were dispatched to the scene. Upon arrival, it was found that a cement mixer truck had collided with a road divider, resulting in 2 men being trapped inside the truck. The bodies of the victims were then handed over to the police for further action.
Arts and culture figures in the state will be honoured through the return of the Sarawak State Cultural Arts Awards ASBS 2023, a synergy program between the state and federal governments. Minister of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Sarawak, Dr. Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah said the prestigious event serves as a platform to encourage more participation in the field while appreciating arts and culture figures in Sarawak.
He also added that in this year's edition, recognition is also given to non-governmental organizations and the media through the Anugerah Pendokong Seni categories.
Menerusi 5 kategori anugerah yang akan disampaikan kepada 11 orang penerima. Daripada jumlah tersebut, 9 anugerah dibuka untuk percalonan dan 2 anugerah tertutup yang tidak dibuka untuk percalonan.
Jointly organized by the Ministry and State National Culture and Arts Department, the awards include the main Anugerah Tokoh Seni Budaya Sarawak and individual awards in the categories of dance, music, theatre, language, martial arts, and traditional games.
Anugerah Tokoh Seni Budaya Sarawak akan menerima wang tunai sebanyak ringgit Malaysia 5,000 bersama-sama dengan trofi dan juga sijil penghargaan. Yang kedua, Anugerah Pendukung Seni Sarawak. Yang ketiga, Anugerah Sri Apresiasi Seni Sarawak. Yang keempat, Anugerah Nilakandi Seni Sarawak. Dan yang kelima, Anugerah mengikut bidang seni. Masing-masing anugerah-anugerah ini akan menerima wang tunai sebanyak ringgit Malaysia 3,000 bersama-sama dengan trofi dan juga sijil penghargaan.
Meanwhile, Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Joritun Openg, is expected to attend the award ceremony this year, held at the State Legislative Assembly complex. The award ceremony will feature performances by local artists, including Bob Yusof, Hafizuddin Jamaluddin, and Rem, along with the Sarawak Arts Council's band, Mitra and cultural troops from the State National Culture and Arts Department, JKKN.
The Wild About Life exhibition, in collaboration with What About Kuching, shines a spotlight on Sarawak's exquisite natural beauty and rich biodiversity through captivating wildlife photography. Exhibition manager Alexandre Ang expressed that the exhibition's primary objective is to raise public awareness about environmental conservation.
Into the Wild is like it's a photographic exhibition, and we are featuring some local photographers from Kuching that are enthusiastic about wildlife. So technically, it's nature photography is something that's come up a lot in social media amongst our community of nature lovers.
Alexander highlighted that the exhibition also serves as a showcase of the stunning beauty and ecological richness of Borneo's forest ecosystem. Furthermore, he mentioned that this exhibition could indirectly attract more visitors to the national parks in Borneo.
We would like to spread awareness that there is an amazing, bountiful world ecosystem here in Borneo. We want to encourage people to, also go to our national parks, appreciate nature, and just to appreciate the abundance of life that is around us.
The Wild About Life exhibition will take place until the end of October at Level 1 of the Spring Shopping Mall, Kuching.
The construction of a new polyclinic in Limbang is part of the government's continuous efforts to provide the best health facilities to the people in northern Sarawak. Deputy Minister of Food Industry, Commodity and Regional Development Sarawak, Dr. Abdul Rahman Ismail said currently his ministry is awaiting approval for the construction of the polyclinic.
He highlighted that the polyclinic serves to reduce congestion at Limbang Hospital.
Kita juga berusaha untuk menaik taraf keadaan perkhidmatan kesihatan kita. Kita tengah menunggu kelulusan poliklinik Limbang di Bandar Baru Limbang. Supaya tidak sesak di hospital. Poliklinik ini adalah untuk pesakit luar.
Speaking at the 2023 appreciation dinner of the Limbang Welfare Volunteers Association, the Bukit Kota Assemblyman said his ministry is also awaiting funding to build a specialist hospital in Limbang. The allocation, he said, is required to fund a building or specialist hospital complex that could house more medical specialists to the recently certified minor specialist hospital.
On to the next update. The Sarawak government has officially extended its assistance package, the Sarawak Kusayang Special Assistance or BKSS, on electricity bills effective from July 1st to December 31st. According to Datuk Julaihi Narawi, the Minister of Utility and Telecommunication, these discounts encompass a monthly electricity bill reduction of up to 25% for domestic consumers, up to 15% for small commercial traders, and up to 10% for small industrial consumers throughout the specified period.
He clarified that discounts on electricity consumption from July to October 2023 will be visible in the December 2023 bill. Discounts for November 2023 consumption will be reflected in the December 2023 bill, and discounts for December 2023 consumption will appear in the January 2024 bill.
Penggunaan elektrik untuk bulan Julai hingga Oktober 2023, diskaun akan dimasuk dalam bil bulan Disember 2023. So maknanya any discount given by the government between July to October will only be adjusted dalam bulan Disember. November masih sempat. Penggunaan elektrik untuk bulan November dan Disember itself pula diskaun akan dimasuk masing-masingnya dalam bulan November dan Disember. Dan seterusnya masuk bulan Januari 2024.
Julaihi added that small traders can apply for a discount on their monthly bills by submitting an application to Sarawak Energy until December 31st of the same year. He pointed out that the eligibility for this discount is dependent on electricity consumption not exceeding 30,000 kilowatt hours for the period from July 1st to December 31st, 2023, and is limited to users of tariff categories C1, normal commercial business, and 11, normal industry. Furthermore, he reminded consumers who receive electricity bills based on estimates to contact Sarawak Energy Berhad to make bill adjustments in order to enjoy the discount value they deserve.
Peniaga kecil seperti bengkel, kopitiam, rumah kedai, restoran dan gerai penjajah pula boleh memohon diskaun bil bulanan mereka dengan mengemukakan permohonan kepada Sarawak Energy sehingga 31 Disember 2023.
Applications can be made through the Make a Report function at SEB Cares by calling Sarawak Energy Customer Service at 1300 883111, emailing customercare@sarawakenergy.com, or visiting the Sarawak Energy Customer Service counter directly.
Coming up right after the break, PM's office warns against unauthorized political actions, and more on Israel-Palestine crisis updates. Only on TVS Nightline. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The Prime Minister's department affirms that Prime Minister Dr. Sri Anwar Ibrahim does not support or recognise any party attempting to establish a new political party. In a statement today, the Prime Minister's department informed that they take seriously any deliberate misuse of the Prime Minister's name by any party for specific purposes without any authorization. It also said that such actions are highly irresponsible and have a negative impact on the credibility of the Prime Minister and the government's administration. Therefore, the Prime Minister's department advises the public not to be misled by unofficial statements issued by any party. The Ministry of Youth and Sports, KBS, suggested the possibility of maintaining the approach of setting general medal goals for future games without specifying the exact count of gold medals. Its Minister, Hannah Yeoh, emphasized that the new approach has been effective in ensuring that athletes were not pressured, especially during the 2022 Hangzhou Asian Games.
She said this at a media conference after arriving from Hangzhou at the Kuala Lumpur International Airport on Monday. Hannah said that every decision, including the proposed method of setting overall medal target by the Nippon Sports Science University of Japan in collaboration with the National Sports Council (NSC), was aimed at ensuring the athletes' well-being. In a different update, Hannah affirmed that Dato' Chong Kim Fat, the Malaysian chef de mission to the Hangzhou Asian Games, was correct in stating that a larger allocation was necessary to elevate the national sports industry to its peak. Therefore, she would present the overall performance of the national athletes at the cabinet meeting ahead of the tabling of Budget 2024, or the Ministry of Finance's consideration in allocating the necessary funds to develop the country's sports industry. The national team exceeded the 27-medal goal at the Hangzhou Asiad, securing 32 medals, 6 golds, 8 silvers, and 18 bronzes upon their return.
The government plans to allocate 1 million ringgit to the Humanitarian Trust Fund for the People of Palestine, overseen by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in response to the recent conflict and violence in the Gaza Strip. Deputy Prime Minister Dato' Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi emphasized that this swift action from Malaysia demonstrates the country's commitment to providing crucial humanitarian aid to Palestinians who are facing urgent and diverse needs.
He said this when winding up the debate on the motion on the current developments in the Palestinian-Israeli conflict at Dewan Rakyat on Monday. Ahmad Zahid also urged members of parliament to show solidarity with the Palestinian struggle by contributing to the fund, accessible in the parliament lobby starting Monday. Simultaneously, the Deputy Prime Minister affirmed Malaysia's commitment to urging regional and international organizations to convene special sessions promptly and consistently without waiting for any violent conflicts to escalate. In the earlier session, 17 members of parliament engaged in a debate on the motion, presenting diverse proposals and perspectives in support of the Palestinians' efforts to regain their lands, rights, and sovereignty from the Zionist regime.
Thank you for staying with me. Myanmar recently recorded its highest 24-hour rainfall, inundating many of its infrastructure and crops. Authorities reported almost 80 inches of rain, especially in its Bago region. In some areas, vehicles were seen driving in floodwaters that can almost submerge their bumper completely, while others floated along the water on makeshift rafts.
Typically, the rainy season can bring about several months of continuous heavy downpour. But according to local scientists, due to man-made climate change, weather conditions are expected to be more intense. The rainy weather could also lead to the overflowing of the Bago River, which authorities have alerted locals to prepare themselves for such incident. The flood is one of the many problems the country is facing, including a bloody civil conflict between the junta, which ousted the government of Aung San Suu Kyi.
The attack on the Gaza Strip early Monday resulted in more than 1,100 deaths among Palestinian fighters. Israeli forces said it had attacked more than 500 areas to counter Hamas's attack 2 days ago, when launched a barrage of rockets and took at least 100 hostages. Israeli spokesman Richard Hacht said they expected to gain full control of the Gaza Strip by Sunday, but did not manage to do so due to retaliation from the Palestinian forces. He added fighting is still taking place at 7 to 8 spots in Gaza, aided by fighter jets, helicopters, aircraft and artillery. More than 100,000 reserve troops will be deployed to aid Israel's advance while rescuing abducted Israelis and soldiers in Gaza. The European Union has halted development aid payments to the Palestinians and is placing 691 million euros or 3.4 billion ringgit of support under review after the Hamas assault on Israel. EU Commissioner for Neighbourhood and Enlargement Oliver Varhelyi said the scale of terror and brutality against Israel and its people is a turning point, and there can be no business as usual.
Varhelyi said the move meant all payments immediately suspended, all projects put under review, and all new budget proposals, including for 2023, postponed until further notice. EU foreign ministers are to hold emergency talks on Tuesday on the situation in Israel and Gaza after the unprecedented attack by Hamas Islamist militants. The EU announced in February that it was contributing 296 million euros for the 2022 budget year to help the Palestinian Authority pay civil servant salaries, pensions, medical services, and fund infrastructure projects. The bloc says it would provide up to 1.177 billion euros in financial support from 2021 to 2024. A European Commission spokeswoman insisted earlier on Monday that the EU aid does not fund Hamas or any other terrorist organization activities, either directly or indirectly.
The IMF and World Bank began talks in Morocco Monday, in the first general meetings on African soil in 50 years, under pressure to reform to better aid poor nations blighted by debt and climate change. The International Monetary Fund and World Bank traditionally hold their annual gathering of finance ministers and central bank governors outside their Washington headquarters every 3 years.
The southern Moroccan city of Marrakesh was supposed to host it in 2021, but the gathering was postponed twice because of the COVID pandemic. A powerful earthquake that killed nearly 3,000 people in the region south of Marrakesh last month threatened to derail the event again, but the government decided it could go ahead. The IMF and World Bank last held their meetings in Africa in 1973, when Kenya hosted the event and some nations were still under colonial rule. Half a century later, the continent faces an array of challenges ranging from conflict to a series of military coups to unrelenting poverty to natural disasters. Tougher discussions await officials at the meetings this week. In a symbolic move, the IMF and World Bank are poised to give Africa a third seat on their executive boards, which would give the continent a stronger voice.
And that's all the time we have for TVS Nightline. I'm Shosh Mato. Thank you for watching.